Last year, about 40,000 students saw animals as part of the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo's visiting programs. The students had the chance to get up and close at everything from the birds and the bunnies to the reptiles. News Channel 15's Rob Leidig focuses on the reptile room in this week's Wild on WANE.
Safe place where they can feel comfortable and get a lot of care when they're not out on programs, visiting schools or special events or places like that.
Today's visit is all about reptiles, and the zoo has plenty of them for their traveling programs. One of the first things that caught my eye, blue frogs.
Their body secretes a toxic poison, which is also why they have those bright blue colors. It's known as a warning coloration. If a predator sees them, they'll notice those bright colors and it says, hey, back off, you're going to get sick if you eat me. These guys are poisonous because of what they eat. So here in the zoo, these guys are actually safe to touch.
So what do they eat at the zoo? Those pesky little fruit flies. I had a little trouble pronouncing the next reptile's name. The Mallee
Uromastix. She's a Mallee Uromastix. The other name for them is the spiny-tailed lizard.
This lethargic reptile is native to the deserts of Africa, so I was surprised to learn that she loved veggies. You can't help but notice how flabby she was, but all that extra skin is to help her absorb more sunlight.
To make themselves look more intimidating, they can actually puff themselves up and fill themselves with air. Because the bigger you are, the less things are going to want to eat you.
Tony the tiger salamander thought today's cricket lunch was great. You can find salamanders just like him right here in the Hoosier State.
Yeah, he's native to Indiana. They have a big range, but they're also an amphibian. You can find them a lot of times in moist forests. You'll find them in areas where there's a lot of moss or a lot of leaf litter that's really wet. An interesting thing about them too is if you watch some amphibians swallow, you'll see that they'll blink. And because they don't have the muscles in their neck like we do to swallow our food, they'll use their eyeballs to help push it down their throat.
Next, it was time to feed one of the most popular program animals, Lisa, the eastern indigo snake. Not only is she one of the largest snakes at the zoo,
she's actually the largest native snake we have here in the United States. Yeah, snakes smell with their tongue. They've got an organ on the top of their mouth called the Jacobson's organ. And what the tongues do is they'll stick it out and they'll grab air particles and it'll go up to that Jacobson's organ and they can tell what's in the air. The reason it's forked like that is they can actually smell in stereo. They can sense not only what is out there, but they can also smell where it is.
All of these animals serve an important role in the greater Fort Wayne community.
Kids can see them up close and get a really close encounter with some really cool animals that they probably wouldn't see otherwise.
These reptiles may be coming to a school or event near you sometime in 2015. For News Channel 15's Wild on WANE, I'm Rob Leidig.
If you would like to enter to win a family 4-pack of tickets to the zoo, just log on to the contest page of WANE.com with the answer to this question: what was the name of the tiger salamander? We'll announce the winner next Thursday morning on First News.